think this is, it's 1,000 times better. We ain't selling trips, we selling freedom forever. Access over upsell, that's our letter. Better lifestyle, family, we travel the better. Whatever you think, this isn't times better. We ain't selling trips, we selling freedom forever. Access over upsell, that's our letter. Better lifestyle, family, we travel together. Together, better, 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 better.
This ain't just travel, it's a movement. We save more, earn more, and live better.
Whatever you think it is, it's 1,000 times better.
No, you.
Yeah.
No, you're on here.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing this evening? Just give me a little wave. That's our hello. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining my business launch. I'm excited. I'm excited that you guys decided to come. Now, I want you to go, those of you, I know everybody knows who I am. So go ahead and put in the chat how you know me and where are you connecting from? Just where are you connecting from? Just go ahead and put it in the chat so that everybody can see who's on here and who's connecting to who and why they're connecting. Okay. Philadelphia, that's my hometown. Yes. Okay, where else we coming from? Okay, Toastmasters. Hey, Shira. Hey, everybody. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it so much. Well, those of you that are not Simpsonville, okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Those of you that Exton, PA, okay, Sharon. All right. Is that New Jersey, Georgia?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Georgia, New Jersey. Thank you. Where else? Where are we coming from? Let's see. Where are we showing up from? Thank you guys. Thank you so much for coming and thank you so much for supporting me. I'm really excited about this new business launch. One of my great mentors said to me a while ago, while I was really venturing out into this business, amateurs start businesses, but professionals launch businesses. So I am here this evening to launch my professional business. Hey, Jamie. How are you? So I want to introduce to you guys a very dear friend of mine. She is actually one of my business partners. She has been in this business for many, many years, but been with this particular company probably for about maybe a little over a year. I admire her stamina. I admire what she does. I admire her discipline. And I want to go ahead and welcome Bunmi Moore, who is going to be our presenter this evening. So let's give Bunmi a handshake like this, like, yay! That's how we give a handshake when we do it via Zoom. So go ahead and give Bunmi the handshake. Come on, everybody, get off.
I see everybody doing the Volori. The cameras are off for now,
Okay.
But hello, everyone.
Okay.
It's
Take
exciting.
it away, Bunmi.
Thank you. I appreciate you getting it started, Volori, with that awesome energy. Guys, as Volori said, we are here tonight for her business launch. And she's right. Amateurs join businesses, but professionals launch them. And if you know anything about Volori, you know she has a spirit of excellence. You know the way that she does things. She likes it tight, right? She's not here just to play around. She's here to make an impact. So whether you know her from her current life, some of you know her from her previous life, doing speaking and touring all around, or somewhere in between, I can say in the short time that I've known Volori, she's just truly has impressed me. She has a great, great heart, and I'm glad that we got to know each other. I believe nothing happens by chance in the life of a believer. And so it's not chance that you are here tonight. I'm believing that there was something, whether consciously or unconsciously, it was a desire in your heart for more, to be more, to have more, to achieve more, to make a greater impact. And whether you're here tonight just to support Volori, or whether she said, come to support me, but I want you to truly listen in to see how what I'm doing could potentially bless you. So we do want you to keep an open mind to see how this information can impact your life in a positive way, like it's impacting ours. So yes, there will be an offer for you to make more money. There will be an offer for you to save money, to put some money into your pocket. There will be an offer for you to design your own dream life. I don't know who wouldn't want to do that. But everything that you're going to see tonight, literally for us, is truly a blessing. And it's about living life on our own terms. So, what I am going to do, I'm going to share my screen, ladies and gentlemen, and we are going to get right into this information. I'm over 50 now, y'all know, so I wear these readers. So, let me put it on to make sure that I am pulling up the right information for us tonight. Okay, Volori, can you see my screen?
I can see your screen very clearly. Yes, I can.
Okay, wonderful,
Mm-hmm.
wonderful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, get ready to say yes to designing your own dream life. We're going to introduce you tonight to a company that's doing things that have never been done before in travel. And we're going to show you how to do these things at a price point that you never ever thought possible. Yes, we are going to be talking about travel, but we want you to know this is so much more than travel, think Emporium, put it together, and you have Travorium. This is an opportunity. It's an opportunity for people around the world in 80 different countries to literally be able to travel the world the way they want at a discount, literally for pennies on the dollar. It's an opportunity for you tonight. If you've been thinking, you know what, I'm going to be retiring soon. How in the world am I going to live off of 40% of what I couldn't live off of 100% while I was working? Lean in. We've got the answer for you. Maybe you're the type of person who says, "Ooh, you know what? In this economy, multiple streams of income, there is not an option anymore. It's a necessity." If you believe that, like we do, we want you to lean into this information. If you believe that a penny saved is a penny earned, and it is, and y'all like savings the way Valori and I do, well, lean in this information because we're going to save you a whole bunch of money tonight on the way that you do life. So, guess what this is going to do? What you're going to see tonight is going to check all the boxes for you, just like it did for Valori, just like it did for me. And so the company's tagline is travel more, travel better, travel for less. We all want to do those things, right? We are the Better Life Company. Now, saying that you're the Better Life Company, that's a big, bold promise. And I say, if you're calling yourself the Better Life Company, you better be able to fulfill that promise. But guys, I love the word better because I'm a kind of person that's always about increase, that's about evolving, becoming, reaching for more. So, however good your life is today, there's always better. We can always impact more people. We can always save more money. We can always make more money. We can always do life better. And so that is why Valori invited you all here tonight for her launch, which I'm really excited about that tonight. She's going to do great things in this business, guys. So let me tell you about this company. Now, everybody here, we are all starting off the same way, meaning I knew nothing about Travorium 18 months ago. I was in Dubai minding my business. I was actually there for a cryptocurrency and blockchain conference, and I was making about $20,000 or $30,000 a month selling a product called Nodes. Now, let me tell you though, yeah, I was making that money, but it felt like a job. Why didn't that feel good to me? Because the last time I worked a job was in 2004. I was teaching school in Baltimore City. Thank God I fired my boss. I said, I'm psychologically unemployable. I need my freedom. And so I've always had that entrepreneur spirit. And so at that time, in October of 2024, I was in Dubai and I literally prayed a prayer. I said, Lord God, I need residual income. Just selling of these nodes, I'm making money, but it feels like a job. I don't like this feeling. I need my freedom. I didn't like the feeling of starting over every month. You know, with residual income, are you guys familiar with that? You do something one time, how often do you get paid? Say it with me, over and over and over again. And so I remember where I was standing in my hotel room when I said, Lord, I need residual income. 20 or 25,000 a month, whether I get out of bed or not. And I'd had that for many years, but had some business shifts. And I'm like, oh, I remember the feeling. I want that back. And so we know when we pray, does God not hear us? Oh, yes, he does. Within 48 hours, it happened so fast. And I was so grateful. A young lady was in my hotel lobby and she was telling me how she had traveled to Dubai and her stay only cost $1. And I'm thinking, how you doing this? Because it cost me five to be here. And then she told me about Cabo, Mexico. She did that for $9. So I leaned in even more because I'm like, how you doing Cabo for just $9? And then she went on to tell me about how she was saving money on so many ways that she was doing life. So, I mean, who doesn't like saving money? So I was like, all right, tell me more. So she asked me to watch a video on the way home on the plane. I had 13 hours, so hey, I could take just 30 minutes and watch this video. Maybe Valoria's already shared with you a similar video. And so when I was watching the video, I couldn't find anything that I didn't like. I was like, this just makes sense. Like, I love to travel, I love to save money, I love to make money. Hopefully, we don't have anybody here who's allergic to more money, right? Because we're going to be talking about some money tonight. And so it just checked all the boxes, but I wanted to check out the compensation plan more clearly. So I got home, I dropped my bags, I ran upstairs, and I went to YouTube University. Y'all know we go to YouTube for everything when we're searching, right? So I put in Travorium compensation plan, and ladies and gentlemen, that is what sealed the deal for me. I saw a small team, big check. I saw a way to make my six figures, five figures a month back without it taking the huge amount of a team and people that I had to have in some other previous businesses. And it just made sense. And so October the 28th of 2024, a little less than 18 months ago, I said yes to this opportunity. So we all have our day one. There was a day we didn't know about it. And then there's a day where somebody blesses your life and they tell you about this opportunity. So, what really intrigued me at first, outside of the income, which was my main pull, was the soundness of the company. Because I knew, okay, if I'm going to make a decision for my future, for my fun, for my families, for memories, I want to make sure that any company I'm investing my time with, that is going to be here. Y'all, this company is so stable. It is debt free. A 14-year-old company. It has weathered the storm of a startup. It has weathered the storm of COVID. 14 years in, and the momentum is crazy, like it's something brand new that everybody is excited about. I love that it was a global opportunity. So, this isn't a small thing that Valori is introducing you to. This is global. Anybody here want to make global money besides me? Like, you're here in the United States, but you can be getting paid from 80 countries around the world. Y'all, that is a beautiful thing. And so, let's see, it was February. So a couple months after I got started with Travorium, I said, I'm in Travorium, but I need to get Travorium in me. I'm not going to miss this upcoming leadership conference. I want to meet the owner. I want to feel the energy. I want to see all the people from around the world that's coming to this event. And so when I went to that leadership conference, I knew, ladies and gentlemen, that I was in the right place at the right time. Never once have I had buyer's remorse. Never once have I regretted saying yes to this opportunity. Every day that I wake up is just full on heart, full of gratitude. And so let's talk about this industry of travel. Did you all know that travel is a $10 trillion industry on its way to a $16 trillion industry in the next 9 years? I had no clue about that. Like, I did know travel is something that everyone loves to talk about. It's something that most people in the world want to do, but I didn't know it was like the number one industry in the whole world. And travel is the most posted about topic on social media. That's saying something. So travel is huge. It's easy to explain. This business is fun to do. It's really the business of dreams. Tell me this. Think about it. What do most people say they want to do when they retire? Travel, right? Most people want to travel. But if they're not doing it, it's because they don't have the money. Well, what you're about to see here tonight is the solution to that problem, because you don't need a whole lot of money to have a big, big, wonderful lifestyle thanks to Travorium. So I'm telling you, this is going to check all your boxes. Now, In addition to travel being this $10 trillion industry, well, what difference does that make for you? Well, it's an industry where you literally can make money while you're sleeping. So Valori's not here to be your travel agent. Don't even think about that. This has nothing to do with her or you being a travel agent. We wouldn't be doing this if we had to book travel for you. That's time consuming, right? This is about like making more and doing less. So we use the subscription model. We use the membership model. This is a lifestyle membership where literally as people decide, you know what, this membership has a lot of value. Man, I can't get this savings anywhere else. Now we're showing you how to monetize what we have here. And let's talk about what Warren Buffett said. Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you are sleeping, you're going to work until you what? What does it say? Until you work until you die. But ain't nobody got time for that, right? You don't want to work until you die. I mean, we want to have passions that as long as we're here on earth that we are pulled to, but we don't want to have to go to that job all of our lives. All of our lives. Thank God I was able to fire my boss at the young age of, I think it was 35 or 36. But here we are today, and whether you are retired, whether you are still working a job, people look at this opportunity and they add it into their life to what they're already currently doing. Because this is truly a way to have more fun, create more memories with your family, put more money back into your pocket through saving money on every way you do life while making money in your sleep. All right, Valori, you ready for me to show them the savings portal and talk about that? Yes? Okay, let's get to the savings. Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, type the word savings in the chat. I'm going to look and see if all of Valori's guests and whoever invited you, if everybody's participating. So find that chat box and I want you to type, oh, go ahead, Jewel. Jewel already did it. Jewel type savings. Is it Shira? Savings. We got Barry who types savings. Come on, everybody else. 100% participation. Let's go. Let's create the energy. Type savings in the chat. All right. I see you, Reese. Come on. Some more people. I see you, Nasi, Angie, Sharon. All right. Awesome. And the reason why I wanted you to type that, Jamie, is because anytime somebody comes and they see a presentation, they think, oh, well, somebody trying to sell me. Y'all, we're not trying to get anything from you. Valori is trying to get everything to you. We try to make it clear this isn't about trying to get you to spend any more money each month. Like, we're too smart for that. We know people don't want another bill. So this is not about you getting another bill that you have to pay. This is about a platform that helps you to free up money that you are already spending money on, the things that you are already spending money on. We're showing you how to save money on those things and free up that money and now use that money to put back into your household and to help you to experience life at its fullest. And so, here with this membership, you're going to have a lot of benefits. You've heard membership has its privileges, right? So you've got a lot of privileges here, a whole bunch of benefits here. And the reason why Volori invited you here is because she has started experiencing the benefits. And when it's blessed her, she's not going to be selfish and keep it to herself. She's sharing it with other people. So you'll have access to 7 different platforms. Some of those platforms are going to help you to save on hotels and car rentals and cruises and activities and more. You'll have a shopping and dining portal, dining, shopping, entertainment, concert tickets, NFL tickets, theme parks, all of that. You're saving money. World tours and getaways. I'm going to explain what that is to you, but staying at 5-star places for 2-star prices. Oh, who doesn't want that in their life? We're going to show you how you can do that with the savings platform. And then, guys, saving on your current bills. In fact, I want Tony T. Tony T, come unmute because facts tell, but stories sell. I want you to share your saving stories on the things other than travel. So, Valori's guests want to know, okay, is this thing real? How are people really saving? Because remember, guys, I told you, yep, we do travel different and better, but it's so much more than travel. So, lay it on us, Tony. What you got for us?
Well, Yes, this is real. My business partner, Miss Sharon, went to share this with me somewhere around the 1st of April. I said, Miss Sharon, I don't want to do nothing else. We made a lot of money in another business. I said, I don't want to do nothing. So I kept him in the horn. I looked a little harder in May. I came in June. I immediately started saving within the next few days. Car insurance went down $800 a year. Cell phone went down from 134 to 64. Did a couple sporting events, saved money with rent a car and hotels. It's been a blessing for me. And the day my dad's air conditioning blew out, I didn't know what I had. I went and bought an air conditioner for $428 from Home Depot. That same air conditioner I could have gotten for $322. I didn't know what I had. This happened 8 days after I came in. But now I know what I have. I'm loving it.
Yes.
Thank you, Jesus, and thank you, Miss Sharon.
Awesome. I promise you, just like Tony is thanking Sharon, the person who told him, you're going to be thanking Volori. We say, friends don't let friends pay retail. So you thought maybe you were coming just to hear about travel. Guys, this is lifestyle. So do me a favor, type lifestyle in the chat because I don't want you to think this is just in a travel box. This is so much more than travel. This is about lifestyle. If you have a life, you need a lifestyle membership to help you to save money on every way you do life. So if you're taking notes, did you hear what Tony said? Like saving on appliances, saving on car insurance, saving on cell phone bills. Guys, this is like our lives. You're going to save money on every way that you do life. There are thousands of things to save money on with this one membership. So remember this, membership has its privileges. Write that down. Membership has its privileges. The membership gives you the benefits. So what is Travorium? How does it work? So it's a private travel and lifestyle membership. Invitation only. You would have not found out about this if Volori didn't tell you, unless maybe somebody else who's in Travorium told you about it. You're not going to see ads on TV. You're not going to hear advertisements, other places the company is putting out. It's just friend telling friend. It's family member telling family member, church member telling church member. So it's a peer-to-peer invitation only. And so what happens when we look at this and it just makes sense like it did to me when I was on that plane? I'm like, I can't find any reason not to say yes to this. So the day I signed up, I got what's called 270 travel points. And every month since then, I've collected 270. Same thing that happens for Volori, same thing that happens for you. As a platinum member, which all of us are going to be, 270 points every single month. So you're building up these points every month. So what do they do for you? Well, it allows you to once every 6 months to take a beautiful vacation to those bucket list destinations that maybe you haven't gotten to yet, or maybe the last time you went and you paid a whole bunch of money. Now you get to go to them for pennies on the dollar. These points allow you to say yes to when your honey says, "Oh, honey, can we go to Hawaii?" And you're like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to put it on the credit card." Nope. It allows you to say yes and have the money without having to break the bank. When those grandkids say, "Grandma, Grandpa, I want to go to Orlando. Can you take me to Disney World?" This membership will allow you to say, "Yes, baby, we can go." And the prices are going to be unbelievable. It allows you to book hotels at below travel agent rates, even getting cash back and points to buy down the cost of future bookings. And that fourth square, y'all, that's my favorite. I make no excuses for saying that I'm a person of prosperity consciousness. I'm a person who believes abundance is our birthright. And hopefully you got that same mindset. I know Valori does. Deuteronomy 8:18 says it's the Lord God that gives us power to get what? Type it in the chat. I know y'all know. Y'all go to church. It's the Lord God that gives us the power to get what? The big W, wealth. So if he gives us the power, why not get it? So here we have this $1 trillion industry that will allow you to create more streams of wealth for your family, monetize this $1 trillion industry. Now, I understand not everybody wants to make a lot of money. Some people are here just for the fun and the memories. Some people here because they just said, "Can I have $500 a month to pay my car payment, please?" You just want a little bit of extra money on the side. And then some people want zip code changing income. There's a whole bunch of money that's on the table that we're showing you here tonight. Your goals are not Valori's goals. Valori's goals are not Tony's goals, but you get to decide how and why you want to use this, okay? So now that Tony has shared his testimony, let's get in and talk a little bit about these platforms where you can save. So let's go first to your better than travel agent rate booking engine. So you're going to have access to more than 2 million different hotels. I'm going to show you how this works. You go in to your back office and you'll click on like the new travel site, or we have a legacy travel site, and you'll do it just like you would be when you're booking something on Expedia. So in fact, let's compare Expedia to Travorium. So you go in, you type in Las Vegas, you type in or maybe filter out what star hotel you want. Up comes Harrah's Hotel and Casino. So with Expedia, that price $293 a night. Now, if that's all you know, guess what? You book it. You're like, shoot, I'm going on vacation. I'm gonna have some fun. 293, no problem. But guys, when you know better, what should you do? Say do better. When you know better, you should do better. Like, there's no way you should hear this information tonight and not act on it. When you know better, do better. Because now with Travorium, you'll go into your Travorium back office, put in the same place you want to go, put in the same date you want to go, and now you're going to see $15.46 instead of $293 and some change. That's saving you over $200 a night. Why pay $293 when you can pay $15? Well, let's look at another example. So let's go out west to San Diego, the beautiful Fairmount Grand Del Mar, luxurious property, 6 nights. You're like, okay, I'm pulling out all the stops. I'm worth it. I deserve it. $5,000 for this vacation, no problem. I'll just put it on a credit card and pay it off over 2 years. Well, maybe you do that because you are worth it and you do deserve it. But if you've got this membership, that same vacation would only be $1,900. Now, I know you're asking a question. You're like, all right, Valori, how is Travorium getting a better rate than Expedia? So let me let you in on an industry secret. Travorium does not get a better rate than Expedia. $1,900 is the rate. $1,900 is the rate that Expedia could give you if they weren't spending millions, tens of millions of dollars per day on advertising. See, they advertise to draw you to their site so you can hear their jingle, get familiar with who they are, come to their site, but somebody has to pay the cost of those advertising dollars. Guess who pays them? You do. You pay for it in marked up travel. Again, let me ask you all, how did you all get here tonight? Volori told you about something that she had found, that she was excited about, that she was saving money with, that was blessing her. There was no advertising dollars that Travorium paid. It was just that word of mouth, the best form of advertising on the planet. And so Travorium doesn't mark up their wholesale prices because they're not paying for advertising. Very, very simple. So now in this example, you and your family get to keep over $3,000 that you would have been spending. Now, guess where it stays? Say HIP National Bank, right? It stays in your pocket. What could you do with that? Maybe you would use it for your flights. Maybe you would use it for your fun, for your food when you're on that vacation. If you're like me and I love cryptocurrency, maybe you buy some Bitcoin. I don't know. It's up to you. But don't give it to Expedia when you can keep it for your family. And here's the thing. Let's put some extra sauce on it. So you also get 3% cash back and loyalty points. Every time you book from this site, you get more loyalty points. Now, this is different than the 270 travel points I already told you about. Every time you book on the Better Than Travel Agent Rate booking engine site and you get these loyalty points, what do? Well, They're there for you so that the next time you come and you book a cruise, you're saving more. You book a car rental, you're saving more. A hotel, you're saving more. Concert tickets, you're saving more because you're applying these loyalty points to buy down the cost of travel. Y'all, I told y'all this was good, but it's going to get even better. Let's go and let's talk about our getaways and the world tours. So now here's where we're getting to these 270 travel points that you get each month that build and build and compound to let you at least you're going to have enough points where at least 2 times a year you'll be able to go to some fabulous spot that's just been on your bucket list. In fact, let's talk about what's on our bucket list. Y'all, pull up that chat again and tell me, where in the world do you want to go? Like, take the limits off. Don't be like, oh, if I had more time, if I had more money, or if I had somebody go with me, just let's dream a little bit here. Tell me in the chat, where in the world do you want to go? Because I want to make sure, Valori, I need to make sure your people are like expansive, big thinkers, that they have some dreams and hopes and aspirations, and they want to get out and lay their eyes on God's creation. So let's see. I see France, I see Alaska, I see Hawaii and Italy. Where else, y'all? I'm not going on till you light up that chat. Tell me, where are some places that you want to go or you want to go back to? Maybe you've just been looking through magazines or online and you've been seeing those places. I see New Zealand, Australia, Malaysia, Hawaii, Bangkok. All right. I see you, Jules. You put an exclamation mark behind that Bangkok. You're like, I'm going. I'm going. So y'all keep lighting up that chat. I see Thailand. Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, it truly is time for us to start dreaming again. And I'm a mother of 5. I'm a grandmother of 8. Let me just talk about the kids for a moment and the grandkids. Guys, the experiences that we should be giving our children and our grandchildren, to have children in our family who travel, who get these experiences, who can lay their eyes on other cultures, who can just understand that there are no limits. Let's get out and see the world. Like, we need to be doing this with our families for the next generation so that they can think bigger and think more and just be able to live life better. Thank you, Joel. I appreciate you. And so what we want to do is not just think about ourselves, but think about the impact that we can make on others and future generations. And so let me tell you how these getaways work. So getaways are when you want to, let's say you want to go away for a week. You're like, oh, I'm stressed out because of this job. I just need to de-stress. Whether you are going down the road for a staycation or whether you want to go across the world, it doesn't matter. This is where you get to stay in timeshare properties without the entanglements of owning a timeshare. This is where you get access to more than 2,000 different resorts around the world, but you don't have any contracts. This has nothing to do with contracts, nothing to do with timeshares. You do not have to take a tour, but you get all the amenities. You know, sometimes we don't want a hotel room. You want to spread out. You want to spread out, and you want the jacuzzi tub, you want the washer and dryer, you want to have the, full kitchen and all that. That's what these getaways are. So listen to this. Every month you're getting these 270 travel points. And then you say, look, I'm trying to go somewhere nice. This boss is getting on my nerves. I just need to de-stress. Anybody ever felt like that before? So you look and say, okay, honey, where you want to go? Let's go to the Canary Islands, Spain. We got all these points. You can go to the Canary Islands, Spain for a whole week, guys, in a fabulous getaway. Look at your stay. $1 a night. Now, I should have told you at the beginning, you're going to say, come on, is this real? But Tony already told you it's real. Now, I'm going to get Sharon to share in a second. $1 a night for the whole week, $7 and a little bit of tax. Maybe you want to do Cabo San Lucas. They say this is where the rich and famous go when they go to Mexico. But now you don't have to be rich and you don't have to be famous. You can do Cabo for a whole week for $149. Not $149 a night. Not $149 per person. However many you take with you for the whole entire stay, $149 plus a little bit of tax. Again, the grandma and me comes out. Y'all got to take the kids to see Mickey and Minnie. Don't do a little cramped up Orlando hotel. Spread out and do a getaway. Do 2 bedrooms. Have the full kitchen so you don't have to be buying that expensive food every single day. So, you buy your groceries, you got your full refrigerator, or all of that. You have all the amenities of the property, but you don't have the entanglements of ownership there. You just get to stay. And what is the cost? $142 for the whole week within this fabulous 2 bedroom. Why? Because you said yes to this membership where you get these amazing points every single month that allow you to buy down the cost to pennies on the dollar. Before I get to our world tours, Sharon, I want you to come because you have experienced this. Like, is it real? Talk to the guests. What did you experience when you went on a Travorium vacation and getaway?
Okay, I can't turn my camera on, but yeah, I really, 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 we were blessed when I first joined. Well, a couple months after I joined, I went to a company convention in Las Vegas, and this generous company was giving away trips. And I was excited when I saw my name come up, and I won a trip to Cabo, Mexico. And oh my God, we went a couple months later, stayed at this beautiful four-star resort, lush. Oh man, the service was amazing. The food was great. The ambiance was great. And it was in Cabo, Mexico. And we fell in love with it so much so that we decided, let's go back. And so after I accumulated a certain number of points, I looked in my back office in the getaways, same resort. And guess what? It will only cost me $0 plus taxes and fees now. $0. So I am so excited about this company. And I also saved $400 on my trip to Orlando. The hotel was $800 and we got for $400 in our back office. So this is an amazing opportunity. The getaways are wonderful, and you just got to experience to really be able to understand the full excitement of it all.
Yes, yes. I was just thinking about that word excitement because I'm sitting here feeling all giddy about your testimony. I'm like, I hope Valori's guests just see why we're so excited about this. So many people are doing what Les Brown says, they're living quiet lives of desperation, tiptoeing safely to their grave. And we're here to say, y'all, we have found a way to live a better life, a more expansive life, to have more fun, create more memories, to live a life that is low stressed and high blessed. Y'all, you need this membership in your life. Thank you, Sharon, for sharing that testimony. So, another way that we use these 270 travel points that we get every single month that build up, not just on the getaways, but something called world tours. You see where it says the world is waiting for you? Where in the world do you want to go? I think world tours, this is my favorite way to travel. This is curated group travel, meaning it's organized for you. So this company is it serves 80 countries around the world. So people all over the world are looking at this information, not just you here in the United States, and they're saying yes to Travorium. And they look in their back office on the Dreamcation platform and they're like, honey, let's go somewhere this June. So they look at all the offerings of what's happening in June on these group travel trips. It may be Italy, Dubai, it could be Thailand, it could be Maldives. I mean, this year is going to be over 250 different world tours for you to choose from. So when you choose a world tour and you get to the destination, you're going to see a whole bunch of people from Travorium who have said yes to this world tour. They have on their Travorium gear. They got on their hat that says Travorium. You'll recognize them. They have on their t-shirt that says Travorium. And you're like, oh, you wear Travorium? Yeah, me too. But there'll be a ton of people there on that property that is like, don't make them feel bad and let them know that you only paid a couple $100 because they're paying a couple $1,000. Let's look at these world tour prices. Venice, Italy, 5 days, breakfast included, glass factory tour included. The good retail rate without any points is $1,100. With your points when you apply them, just $249. Now, we know nobody's going to Dubai right now, but still look at this deal. When people were going to Dubai, 5 star, 6 days, 5 star hotel, 6 days, $1,600, great rate, but you can apply your points, just $379. I have a friend who actually took the Dubai for $1 trip. What about Montego Bay, Jamaica? Now, I love the all-inclusive because it's like you don't got to worry about your food, breakfast, lunch, dinner, all the drinks, everything's included. I did the world tour to the DR. Well, the one here to Montego Bay, Jamaica, which a lot of people on our team are going to in July. This example is just $579. Now, y'all saying, wow, that's great, but let me put some more icing on that cake. The prices that you see here is for two people. I know you're saying, what? Yes. So now that's you and your husband going to Venice, Italy for $249. That's you and your bestie going to all inclusive Montego Bay, Jamaica for $579 for two people. And if you wanted to add on children, you can. If you wanted to add on a third adult, you can. So it's flexible that way. But I'm telling you, I told you we were going to introduce you to a company that's doing things in travel that have never been done before. No way do you know how to get to these fabulous destinations, stay in these fabulous places. Y'all, we're not talking about a Roach Motel here. We're talking five-star places. Y'all know Volori, right? Y'all know her. I mean, Volori ain't staying no just anywhere, right? She's a five-star girl all day long. And so we're talking about luxury for less. It's all about the value. Now, maybe you don't even like flying. You don't necessarily have to get on a plane. It could be somewhere that you could drive. It could be going to Las Vegas. It could be New York. It could be a world tour. We have in Hilton Head, South Carolina coming up in May. So Las Vegas, 5-star, $19 for the whole entire stay, two people. Hawaii can be $4.99 a night itself, but now you get 5 days in beautiful Hawaii, breakfast included, $4.99 for the entire stay for two people. What about New York 5 stars? Just $3.99 for the entire stay. So guys, are you just seeing like why Volori had to say, okay, I got something that you've got to hear about. So I love it that she did not say, oh, I'm just going to keep this to myself. I'm not going to tell anybody. Like, don't do that. When you hear about something like this, please share it. There are families who, I live in Maryland, so I'll use this example. All they can do is just drive down and go to Virginia Beach and go see grandma and them, but they would love to get away, but they don't know how because nobody's ever introduced them to this. So you can truly help people to live a better life. You can help them to save more money and finally get the experiences that they deserve with this Travorium membership. So let's talk about how much it costs because we've seen a ton of value. We've got people who are saving $12,000 a year just on the part that has nothing to do with the travel. People like Datria just came in. Just in the car insurance alone, when she got her quote, it was a $5,000 savings that she had access to. And so there are three memberships, but only one that everyone chooses. And look at that last slide where it says most popular, it's the platinum. You don't want the silver because it doesn't have travel points. Titanium limits the amount of money you can make and amount of places you can go. Platinum is where it's at. As I start to round up and finish, guys, platinum gives you the best of all the worlds. You get the better than travel agent rate booking engine where travel agents look at this and they're like, oh, I'm adding this on to the way I help people with travel because I don't have all the headaches of booking travel for people and I can't even get these rates. So you've got access to that, up to 80% off on the world tours, up to 80% off on the getaways. See on that left side, what does it say? No contracts. This is not a timeshare. No blackout dates, no maintenance fees that keep going up. Every month you get these 270 travel points every single month. Now, you see that 135 monthly? That's the cost, but we're smart enough to know we want to show you how to make that go away. We don't want anybody having the excuse of, oh, I can't afford it. I promise you, you can't afford not to. Let me say it again. You can't afford not to because if you say, oh, you know what? I'm not going to get the membership, literally that's saying you want to pay more money than pay less because this membership is going to help you to save on thousands of things. So let me tell you the two ways that you don't have to pay that 135. The first thing we're going to do when you say, all right, Valori, this makes sense, girl. I want the savings. I want to be in business with you. I want another stream of income. Whatever you say yes to, we've got a document that says your 10 things to do in your first 7 days. And one of those things is for us to go into your savings portal to help you to save more money each month than the cost of the membership. We want to make sure that this is not an extra bill. You don't want an extra bill. Nobody here wants an extra bill. We just want more money, more fun, more savings. And so we're going to show you how to save more money because of this membership than it costs. And so if you're saving more than it costs, then a membership is free. And I like to say if it's free, then it's for me. So that's one way. The other way is what you see on the screen. There are what, 8 billion people in the world? 5 billion right on Facebook. We're going to help you out of 5 billion people to find 3 who want to either save money, make money, create wealth, or just create memories, right? And save on the things they're already spending money on. So those 3 people, when we help you to refer them, guess what happens? Now you're earning as much as you are spending. So let me show you this compensation for those of you who are interested in the money part. This is totally optional. The membership alone is going to put money back into your household. But let's talk about the extra income and how you can monetize this $10 trillion industry. Now, let me tell you this. We're going to help you every step of the way. Volori is not in the business of telling somebody about something and then say, okay, see ya, good luck. No, that's not how we operate here. Our team is the BIT group. BIT stands for Billionaires in Training. So that just lets you know where our mindsets are. We're success-driven, motivated, people who want to make an impact and help people to become the best versions of themselves. And so we're using Travorium as that vehicle to help us to design our own dream life. And so as we help you to refer others, you're going to get minimal $50 for each person that you refer to this platinum membership. Again, we show you how to do it. We've got the training, we have the support, we have the tools and the resources just to point people to take a look at the videos, invite them to a launch like this, like you may have, like Valori's doing. I'll do the presentation for you so you don't have to worry about presenting and all of that. And so you're going to share this with somebody. Make sure you police those mute buttons for me. You're going to share this with enough people where people are going to say, you know what? I want to travel more. I want to save money. I want to make money. And now once you refer to 3 people, not only would you have gotten $50 for each person, but now you start receiving daily pay. Do me a favor, type daily pay in the chat. I want you to type it so it can really get into your consciousness so you can understand what's happening here. This is money coming to you every day before you have your coffee. When you wake up, you check your back office, there's going to be money there for you 7 days a week. Type daily pay in the chat, please. Now, I'm gonna read it. Now, as you get that daily pay, this is what happens. Watch the screen. You see how that monthly is X'd out just by referring 3? Now that 135 a month, let that come out of your profit instead of your pockets. I never paid that 135, not one time. Why not? Because when I saw this, I was like, ooh, this is great. 2 of my kids signed up. I told my mom about it. She signed up. Told my partner, he signed up. And they signed up within within 7 days of me first joining, right? And so I never had to pay that 135. But I didn't want to stop there. The people that I referred, they started telling other people. Before you knew it, I was a 1-star director. This is what will happen for you. You have 8 memberships on your left team, 8 memberships on your right team. Now, instead of $4.45 a day, you're going to be getting, like Sharon, $10 a day. Upwards of $700 a month. That's enough to pay a car payment. You're not setting the world on fire, but that's an extra $8,000 a year. And you didn't have to ask your boss. But guess what's going to happen? You're not going to want to stay at 1-star because then, like, you start to get into this and you are part of the team. You hear all the testimonies and you just want to keep telling people and you love the idea of people having fun and designing their own dream life. And you're like, all right, I want to make 2-star. I want to start waking up to $25 a day. Now, as a 2-star, not only getting that $25 a day, every person you introduce, now you're getting $75 instead of 50. You get the Super Bowl championship ring that the company just gives you because they're saying, hey, great job. You made 2-star. You get an up to $750 bonus every single month. You ready for that, Valori? I know 2-star is coming your way, girl. You're going to be going through these ranks and your people are going to be following you. So that's comma money every single month with 25 members in one leg, 25 members in the other. This is not you bringing in all these people. Maybe you shared it with 5 or 6 or 7. And then what did those people do? They went out and told others who told others, and you get to benefit from that leverage. That's how wealthy people become wealthy, guys, from leverage, not from just their own hard work and effort. But you're not going to want to stay at 3-star, at 2-star. You're going to want to be like my 80-year young mom. In fact, she turned 81 today. When I told my mother about this after I found out, she said, Bunmi, that sounds good. I want to create more memories with you. My mother, 81, she loves to get out and see the world. And she said, I want more money so I don't have to ask your father for money. So, my mother worked for Baltimore City for 40 years. After 40 years from Social Security, she was getting $2,000 a month after 40 years of working. Said yes to Travorium, and after 12 months of sharing Travorium, she's getting $2,000 a month. But now it's more than the 2,000 because she said yes to what you're hearing about tonight. So my 81-year young mom every single day wakes up to $70 every day, and there's more where that came from. Well, after 3-star, then you're going to say, oh, you know what? Let me go ahead and get to 4-star. 4-star is where I am. I wake up every day before I have my coffee, a $100 bill in my back office. $100 bill every single day before the day gets started, guys. This is what we're talking about for you. Really good extra money. And again, what it takes to make this happen is not you going out and selling people. It's like you get excited. It's like, okay, Valori, this just makes sense. I want to save. Let me tell some people. But those people are going to want to do the same thing you just did. It makes sense. They're not going to want to be selfish. They're going to spread the word. Some use social media. Some people are centers of influence and they talk to their sorority sisters, their fraternity members, their church members, their family. I mean, people are everywhere. And people love to travel and people love to save. And everybody needs to make money in this economy. And so, as a 4-star director, I'm waking up to $100 a day. Everybody I refer, that's an extra $95 for each person that is referred. As other people refer others, you're going to get paid. Unlike your job where you don't get paid when the person in the next cubicle works. But in this form of business, when you share it with others, you get paid as they share it with others. That's powerful. That's a powerful way to make money. Now, I'm going to stop here at this coveted position of ambassador before I swing it back to you, Valori. Ambassador, this is the 6-figure position. Waking up to $140 a day. No ambassador makes less than $100,000 a year. There's all kinds of bonuses and things that you get as an ambassador. All I know, guys, is you may have some money, may have some problems, but money does not have to be one of them. I want you all to, like Obama used to say, like, yes, I can, like that slogan, like, don't think, oh, well, how? I don't know if I can. Yes, you can. If I can, you can. If anybody can, if this company has $1 million earners, if they can, you can. If they have so many 6-figure earners, if they can, you can. You just needed to hear about the opportunity. Now let's go out and monetize this. I need you all to be people like, you know what? I deserve this. I deserve multiple streams of income. I deserve not to be boxed in where I have a cap on my income. I deserve to be able to write my own paychecks. That's what you are being shared here tonight. Valori, I thank you for being open enough to say, you know what, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna launch. Guys, you get to make money from all those 80 countries that we're in all around the world. As an ambassador, you're here in the States, but there are people in France, people in Asia, people in Africa building this business, and you get a piece of all that revenue from this global bonus pool. You get the Louis Vuitton experience where they shut down a Louis Vuitton store, give you a gift card for $2,000 and let you shop until you drop at the Louis Vuitton store. You can't get much for $2,000 there, but still, you got that great experience and get a couple things, right? So I'm telling you, y'all, this is so good. The daily pay goes all the way up to $3,400, but I don't even need to talk all about that. Just know, two more things were added. If you want to do this big, like Volori and I, you can get to five-star ambassador where they're going to give you a $100,000 BMW. Not like pay for your Mary Kay car, and if you don't qualify because you don't sell enough, take it from you. And we ain't talking about that. We're talking like you hit the rank, you get the pink slip, that $100,000 beautiful BMW is yours. And with that comes a $5,000 monthly housing allowance. So I'm telling y'all, it's so much goodness here. I don't have to have the time to go over all of it, but this is what I want you to do. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Now, at this point, guys, you're either a one or two or three. And I want you to text this number to Volori. Don't be scared. It's decision time, right? You're here, you're hearing this information, and what the choice is your choice, right? But we believe, like most people, you all here tonight, you're pretty astute. You know you don't want to spend more, you want to spend less and make more. So you're going to text the number 3 to Volori if you are in the same lane as her and you're like, you know what? Why wouldn't I want to make more money? Yes, I want to do that. Yes, I want to travel more. Yes, I want to save more. I'm going to share this with other people. Come on, Volori. All right, girl, we locking arms. Let's do this. You are number 3. Text her a number 3 to her phone right now, and she is going to get with you. We'll show you how to get signed up. It takes like 15 minutes. You'll have a beautiful website, access to the training, access to our team, school, community that you're going to love to help you, support you, and train you. We'll show you all the things, okay? Now, you're a 2 if you say, ooh, this looks good. I definitely want to save money. I want to cut that cell phone bill. I want to save on my car insurance. Who doesn't want to have the ability to travel like this? I'm not sure about the business, but I'll take the product. I'll take the membership. So if that's you, you are to text the number 2 to Volori. Now, ones, we typically never have one. That's the people who say, oh, I don't want to save. Oh, I'm good. Not really realizing that, like, why wouldn't you want to save money? Why wouldn't you want the incredible tax deductions from having a home-based business like this to get $2,000 to $10,000 or more back into your pocket instead of having Uncle Sam to keep it? Now, from the tax deductions alone, y'all, you can get back 5 figures. And so most times, well, the ones are the people who just like, oh, I didn't like anything. We typically never have those. But if that's you, hey, text that 1 to Volori. So text her your number now, 1, 2, or 3. Oh, Volori, y'all. Okay, one more thing. You get a free trip. I didn't even tell them. Just for joining
I was
with
going to mention
Volori,
that. I was going
you
to mention
get
that.
a free trip, guys. Just pay the taxes. And our friends Will and Samantha Franklin just came back about 2 months ago from Venice, Italy on their free trip. It cost them $168. That's it for Samantha's dream trip to Venice, Italy. And you get your free trip. You can either go somewhere out of the country, or there's a bunch of places to go domestically here in the country. So Jewel is already saying a 3. That's what I'm talking about. Successful people are decisive people. Welcome to the team, Jewel. Glad to have you. So with that, Volori, I'm going to give it back to you. It's been fun talking to your people. They participated in the chat. That was awesome. I love the energy, love the energy. And so again, Volori, congratulations on your launch.
Thank you. And Bunmi, thank you for such an awesome presentation. Everybody just get on your camera so I can just see everybody and just give Bunmi a handshake, for that great presentation. But I will say this. Let me tell you guys my why I decided to say yes to this wonderful opportunity. I saw a friend of mine. She was on Facebook. She was traveling. She was doing all these great things. And I'm like, what are you doing, girl? What are you doing? She said, oh, I'm glad you asked. This is the company that I have connected with. And I said to her, well, I just want to travel, because the average person, guys, listen to this. It takes them 2 to 3 years to save up money to take a big trip. So you save up money 2 to 3 years, okay? Then you take your trip. Then you save up more money 2 to 3 years, you take another trip. That's 6 years. I don't have that kind of time, okay? And I said to my husband, I want to travel, but we want to travel wholesale. So I decided, yes, I'm going to say yes to this opportunity. We're going to travel wholesale. But then when I saw the opportunity that people were making money, they were saving money, like Bunmi said, who doesn't want to make money? Who doesn't want to save money? Who doesn't want to travel wholesale? Come on now, be real. So when I saw that opportunity, I said, you know what? Change my membership from being a customer to a partner. I want to partner with them. And guys, I want you to look at your membership like this. You have a Costco's membership. It allows you to go in Costco's and Sam's Club to shop at a discounted price. This membership does the same thing. Once you become a part of this membership, it's also awesome opportunity. It allows you to go into the back office and shop at a discounted price on all the essential daily activity livings that you can perform every single day. So I want you to just think about it. Go ahead and put the 3s in there. A couple of people did text me, and welcome aboard, okay? You have anything else, Bunmi?
I don't. Just welcome to the family, guys. Welcome to
Welcome to the
Billionaires
family.
in Training. You are going to love it here. Hey, everybody, unmute and let's all just congratulate Volori for having her successful launch. And we're going to do the same thing for you. So congratulations, Volori, girl. We're off to a phenomenal
Congratulations,
start.
Volori.
Yeah, so proud of you. Awesome,
And
awesome.
this is a
Congratulations,
dynamite
Volori.
company. Thank
Let's
you,
go.
guys.
Let's
See you
go.
later. Thank
All
you.
right.
You're
Good night,
welcome.
everyone.
Congratulations.
Hey, Valori, I'm gonna say we're gonna end with the end with this song too.
Better lifestyle.
Well, this is our team theme song. Can you hear,
Whatever
Valori?
you thought this was, it's 1,000 times
Whatever
better.
you think it is, it's 1,000 times better.
It's 1,000 times better.
Get it, Valori.
The movement is here.
Get
We
it,
travel,
get
we
it.
save, we live free.
Let's
Let's
go.
Hey, we live free.
Yeah.
To come. Daily pay flowing, yeah, we already won. Save on trips for $1 and we out 8 nights.
Save
While
on
they pay
trips.
full price, we taking flight. Bills go down,
I
savings go
see you,
up, we
Daycare.
stacking.
Get it,
A dollar
Daycare.
savings, a dollar earn, no capping.
Rock
We
it,
ran
girl.
okay what we used to
Right.
spend, no stress. Now we living that dream life, nothing less.
We ain't waiting for permission, we just press go. Helped another save money, watch the income grow. Every book and every share, we do it better. And when they ask what this is, we say,
Whatever you think this is, it's 1,000 times better. We ain't selling
better.
trips, we selling freedom forever. Access
Yeah.
over upsell, that's our letter. Better lifestyle, family, we travel together. Whatever you think this, 1,000 times better. We ain't selling trips, we selling freedom forever. Access over upsell, that's our letter. Better lifestyle, family, we travel together.
they waiting 30 days just to get that check. We getting daily pay, residual respect, no upsell fees, no middleman cut, just access to savings, yeah. We leveling up. Old school agents now joining the shift, cause we showing them how to live, not just assist. They don't chase one time, pay no more. They building wealth while they open doors.
Unlock your life, unlock your freedom. Travel the world and still keep your income. We the Netflix of travel, Amazon of vibes. One click away from paradise.
Away from paradise, y'all.
Whatever you think this is, it's 1,000 times better. We ain't selling
better.
trips, we selling freedom forever. Access over upsell, that's our letter.
Please,
Better
Denise.
lifestyle, family, we travel together. Whatever you think this is, in times better. We ain't selling trips, we selling freedom forever. Access over upsell, that's our letter. Better lifestyle, family, we travel together. Together, better, 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 better. Better, 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 better.
This ain't just travel, it's a movement.
Movement.
We save more, earn more, and live better.
Whatever you think it is, it's 1,000 times better.
All right.
Yeah.
We travel together.
Congratulations,
Awesome. That's what
Volori.
we like to have fun here
Congratulations,
too.
Valori.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Everyone,
Good
thank
night,
you.
Good
everyone.
night. Good night. See you guys.
Good night.